first game.
It's the final countdown.
Dun, dun, dun.
Second game?
Yes, Ricky Patel.
Are we live?
Yeah.
He was definitely a topper in school, I'm telling you. School, college, anything he did, he was a topper. Ricky Patel. He's always first.
Or just being online.
I think your post helps him. That community post which you created 6:45.
But there was no community post today. Nobody created
No,
it.
no, we did.
Oh.
We did.
No, but now our family members know that Ricky is
Chalo
trusted.
bhai, aa
He will-
jao. I love when
He
he
will be
writes
singing
it.
his favorite song. Kya karu? Main aadat se majboor. Always first.
Ricky, that was the ladies versus Ricky Bell.
I didn't say the ladies one. I didn't get the games thing in that.
But you chose Ricky
Ricky,
because of
Ricky, ladies
Bell.
versus
Ricky
Ricky Patel. Ladies versus Ricky Patel.
Oh
Today,
boy.
actually I was looking for you because today I did a Q&A just before this.
Yes.
And one of the questions was very interesting from an RCB fan. And I was hoping that, let me ask Sid, the CSK fan. He said that CSK also fails to defend 200 plus. But nobody says anything. RCB, if they cannot, everyone will troll them, make fun of them. Why is it not the same standards for CSK also?
RCB, it has happened 4 times. CSK just half. I hope that answers the question. And it has
What do you mean
happened.
half?
Only twice it's happened.
Achha, half of that.
Huh.
So I said,
RCB across decades, across generations, across captains, they have not been able to defend 200 4 times. CSK only recently could not defend 200. That's the question for an RCB. Typical RCB.
The second time, last season it was with Mumbai Indians.
Yes. But again, it happened when? 2021 and 2022. For RCB, it's been in their Janam Kundli only. From 2008 till 2022. It continues. There is your question to an RCB
but
supporter.
I see what is interesting about CSK. When RCB will lose, they'll get trolled. The
Yeah.
most viral image will be something to do with their loss. Yesterday, CSK lost, but the viral images of Gautam Gambhir and MS.
Indeed. Look at the circumstances in which RCB have lost. You overstep with 2 needed of 1 ball, Jadera takes a run, so you still win by 1 ball to go. RCB drop a catch, it hits Kohli right on the face, remember, against Punjab Kings. So you create meme-worthy moments yourself. We are not at fault.
No, but yesterday there were meme-worthy moments for CSK.
Moeen Ali dropping a catch,
Yeah.
Shivam Dube,
Dube going
19th
for
over.
run. Yet the image that's gone viral is of
Dhoni
And Gambhir celebrating as if he had celebrated too aggressively, one artery or vein would have burst.
I think you should do a video on that Gambhir and
Dhoni.
When you were doing your Q&A and when you were doing the Hindi show, I have already done that. So it will be up within the next couple
so
of
that's
hours.
a treat coming your way. He's already done a video on
Yes.
the image that has gone viral on the internet, the story behind it, that is MS Dhoni and Gautam Gambhir
that
pictured
that image.
at the end.
Treasure trove. You have
Why is the CSK jersey hanging today? Is Siddharth put that? Is it CSK's match today?
CSK's match is on Sunday.
Then why don't
Super
we have,
Sunday.
Why don't we have Punjab's jersey and KKR's jersey?
We have the helmets.
We are in talks with the management of both the teams and they're just about to send us some.
Absolutely. We have the helmets. Chal.
We have got
Kam chalo. Punjab
You're
Kings.
talking-
No, Kaam Chala was, those helmets look really good.
Saransh, our producer, is saying we are talking with the management of these 2 teams. Who are you talking to? CEOs?
Their manager.
Venki Mysore.
Yeah, their teams.
Yeah,
They're
Venki Mysore
sending
all
us
but
some
assured us.
jerseys. These are match ready helmets, by the way.
Yes.
So it's not just.
Yes, we know. These are. Oh, you put the helmets.
Yeah, that's what I was pointing out, that there are 2 helmets. So we have put on
Bapaditya
both the
Karan
sides.
sent me a LinkedIn invite
Same
as well.
today me also.
Yes.
And I accepted it instantly.
Thank you Bapaditya, and thanks for your insights.
What happens in today's game? Okay, first big news. Let's give it to everyone who's joining us. Kagiso Rabada is available,
Yes.
but Besto isn't available. He's still in quarantine, so he will be available from the next game onwards. Then for KKR, they're still sweating over the fitness of Andre Russell. And if Russell is not fit, because remember he had a shoulder injury, shoulder pain,
Yeah,
he played out, didn't finish his 4 overs. If he is not fit, then you've got Nabi as an option.
You have
Shamika
got
Karunaratne.
Karunaratne.
Karunaratne. I'll tell you an interesting story about Karunaratne.
Tell us.
Shamika, yes, please.
There are 3 brothers.
Ah.
Okay. His eldest brother, I have done a story on. I traveled to Sri Lanka. I chased him down. Dimut, no, what Karunaratne? No.
Yeah, you are
No,
talking
the
about
eldest-
Dimut. You are talking
He
about
was a
Dimut
badminton
Karunaratne.
champion.
Yes,
badminton
so his
champion.
eldest brother, in fact, all three brothers,
Yes.
this Chamika also I'm talking about, was also a badminton player. So his brother, elder brother, at the Commonwealth Games, lost in the semis or the finals to Kashyap.
Yes.
Gave a very close fight to Kashyap. When I went to Sri Lanka, I think this was the T20 World Cup in 2012. I chased him down. I went to the badminton academy where he was playing. I did his interview, did a story on him. It was very nice. Got us, bought juice and everything. And then he showed me two of his brothers who were practicing badminton. One of them
Chamika for
is
KK.
Chamika, who at that time was a young kid playing badminton, is now playing cricket.
And according to local reports, he was pretty good in
That's a
badminton.
nice-
Yes,
Chamika.
he was. In fact, my ending of the story, the piece to camera, I spoke about that the eldest brother is now may have gone past his prime, but Sri Lanka has nothing to worry. His two younger brothers are doing even better, and they'll come.
Yes.
Little did I know that one of that brother
Will be
become a
playing.
cricketer.
Yes, Kolkata Knight Riders
And,
potential debut.
Indian who?
Rabada.
Of course.
Rabada we announced making his Punjab debut.
Rabada will do Kabada to KKR today.
Oh, I was going to ask you, Kabada his own team or
No.
what is that game that when India B team went to Sri Lanka, he
Some-
had an outstanding game.
Chamika, right.
Yeah.
He, I think, dominated the T20 series, which they
Yes,
won 2-1.
yes. Got
Sri
some
Lanka won
runs,
2-1.
yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
yes.
Got some runs at the end and bowled decently as well.
Yeah, medium pace all rounder, right?
Yes.
So yes, Chamika could be that. Indian fans would remember. He is the other option for Andre Russell. Maybe Russell plays because we are seeing visuals of Russell
With
batting
Russell,
in the nets.
when is Russell 100% fit?
Actually,
Yes.
When
Good
is
point.
Russell 100% fit? Never.
Never.
Good point.
Never, yes. But I don't think, but if he doesn't bowl, will they still play him purely as a batsman?
I think.
I think
he-
you
No, I
should.
think he'll bowl also. I
Hope his shoulder. back.
see, they have other options as well. Venkatesh Iyer only bowled a solitary over so far in the past 2 games. He can bowl 2-3 overs, and they might even put in Nitish Rana there to bowl that 1 or 2 overs if you need from him.
But the Wankhede wicket, I think only one match has been played at the Wankhede so far.
Yes.
That proved to be pretty low scoring,
No,
but they
two
don't
matches, two matches and both low scoring.
low scoring.
Yeah.
So we don't know, maybe
One was
different
Lucknow
pitch.
Super Giants making 158, and
Against,
one was the CSK KKR
the first
game,
game.
the first game.
Yes, but they may be playing on a different strip, I suppose.
Yeah, but low scoring games.
Yeah,
both.
both.
One
But
was
Dew comes in.
160-ish,
But Dew
one
comes
is-
in still.
Yeah,
and the side chasing have won both those games so far.
Wankhede, Dew has to be there.
Exactly.
Full Mumbai, Pune, wherever they are playing, there's Dew.
Yeah, but
Yesterday
more-
at Brabant, there was so much dew that they were showing in the first inning that camera trolley that goes through the ground, right? Like
Yeah.
right next to the fence.
Yes.
And you could see it like the tires were like properly wet.
Yeah. Dew is immense at this point in time.
Okay, let me take a few of our family members.
But
Struggle
wait,
life.
Dipinder is calling you God of sports journalism, Nikhil Nasar.
Dipinder saying you are very kind. Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes.
God is only one. It is Sachin Tendulkar.
Sachin Tendulkar.
Yes.
But Struggle Life is saying, Nikhil, you always ignore me. Why? No, I don't. Please send in your question now, and I will take your question right now. Please send in a question. As long as the question is worthy of being taken on air,
Yes.
I can't promise that I'll take your question. For example, if you're making under the
Belt.
remarks,
Yes.
then I
Then,
can't.
sorry, cut off.
Bappa Dityakaran says, please do a session on IPL broadcasting rights. It's slightly different this time as TV and OTT rights are separate for the first time. He's at Amazon. He's Bappa Ditya, can I tell you something? Yes, it's bidding is separate, but last time also it was something like that, where you could bid for the two of them separately. It's just the matter that Star won the combined. So the rule was you could go bidding separately, but if the combined bid was higher than the one consolidated bid was higher than the combined bid of both put together, then one consolidated will win the right, because BCCI was trying to, and fair enough, to maximize their profit. So this combined bid of Star, a consolidated bid of Star, was higher than the digital and TV. So digital, if you remember, Facebook actually bid the highest.
Yes.
Not Star. Star's individual bid was lower than Facebook's. But when you combined the highest for TV was Sony, by the way,
Yes.
not Star. But when you combined Sony and Facebook together, it was less than the consolidated with that star put. So there was a third
Right.
thing. So it was pretty complicated, but I follow that very, very.
Pretty complicated. Sounds pretty complicated.
Yes, it is. But this time
And-
it may just be.
And no, this time again they have given an option where after the bidding is done,
Yeah.
at the end somebody will get the chance. Whoever has got the TV rights or something can take the digital rights again by bidding whatever the amount has been bid.
So
like
typical auction.
right to match,
Yes.
card it will be.
Typical auction. That's great. See, BCCI is saying why should we, undervalue our property?
Correct.
If someone is ready to pay more and more and more,
They're expected to
Indeed.
get 50,000 crores.
Ooh.
yes,
That's
so
a lot of money, guys.
Yeah.
That's
Lots of
that.
money.
What all you can do with 50,000 crores?
Sanskar Saxena, is there any chance that Bangladesh will beat South Africa?
For the first time, Bangladesh became one of those few Asian nations to beat South Africa in a ODI series. But a test match is a totally different proposition altogether. But yes, South Africa are missing key of their players. The guy who should be in South Africa,
All of them,
is
all key
playing.
players.
Will be playing today, Khagis or Rabada.
Rabada
Keep an
is-
eye out on the toss, my friends here in Shivam. And is there anyone else?
Anurag is there.
And
Anurag is
also.
there,
Keep an eye
yes.
out on toss, and so let us know once that happens. This question I really will take. This is from Ashirbat Kundu. He says, I don't know why your CSK colleague always trolls RCB. My CSK colleague's name is Siddharth Vishwanath.
Vishwanathan.
Yes, thank you.
So first,
Yeah.
would you care to explain yourself? Why you always-
Because RCB themselves provide us meme-worthy moments. We don't tell them, go do a meme so that we could troll you. They do it on their own. I mean, come on. Even in the KKR versus RCB game, there was a troll-worthy material. Middle of the bat, the ball, he defends it. They take a review.
Yeah, they
So
did.
actually-
They did.
They did.
So, we don't give you meme-worthy. You yourself come. Abel mar. That is the situation.
Abel mujhe maar.
Abel mujhe maar. Okay, fine.
That much Hindi is allowed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He tried. He
I
knew
tried.
bits of it, so
Yeah.
fine only. Abel mujhe maar.
So that is why RCB troll themselves. We don't troll them.
Say hi to Pradeep. He's saying hi to my
Hi,
Sports Today
Pradeep.
family.
Hi, Pradeep.
Okay.
Okay.
Praveen Akurathi says, yesterday both Jordan and Milne were injured, so they played with 3 overseas. He is telling why they went with 3 overseas yesterday. Both Jordan and Mill. But again, Mill, even if he was fit, should he have been part of the 11? I don't think so.
No.
Chaudhary, between Chaudhary and Jordan, I would have gone for Jordan any day. But as you're saying,
I am
he may have
telling
been.
CSK are not missing their overseas contingent at all. They are missing Deepak Chahar. And without Deepak Chahar, that Indian contingent lineup is toothless, the pace bowling.
No, boss, without Deepak Chahar, who do they have?
They don't have
They
anybody.
have Tushar Deshpande, Mukesh Chaudhary, 2 of them played the game
The
last night.
post-mortem
And-
after CSK's loss yesterday. Now, the trend is now, we don't know what will be after 14 games. The trend is now, they actually lost the plot in the auction table. Because they didn't have a backup for Deepak Chahar. They didn't have experienced backup. If he had gotten injured. So,
Rohit Roy says, can Nabi replace Russell if Russell is injured? So firstly, I think Russell may start. Just my guess. I was
Yes.
looking at visuals before the game. think Russell may start. If not, yes, Nabi is an option, but he's a spin bowling all-rounder. You could go with Karna Ratne, I think Chamika,
Yes.
who is
But I
medium
think
pace
they're
all-rounder.
also expecting a lot from Russell. Russell really hasn't performed in the past
Yes.
1.5 years.
KKR has won the toss.
yes,
Latest
and they will
news is-
bowl.
You expect them to bowl. Nobody
will
is
bowl.
batting first.
Have you confirmed that without knowing whether they're bowling or not?
KKR have won and opted to field. It's a given.
No, but it's a given with every IPL game now.
Exactly. And especially Wankhede, where the dew will settle.
I think
even much
they'll
more.
have to come up with some different rule from next time. I think it's becoming too easy.
Well, this season it's been a bit more than previous seasons.
No, even at the first half of 2021 also, at least for the next 15,
First
20
half.
games, yes, people did chase. And after that, it started to defend because
No,
it
but
became slower and lower.
In the T20 World Cup also, every team that was chasing was winning at
winning.
one point.
Even in Pakistan, barring that first ODI, in the second ODI, Pakistan achieved their highest successful chase ever in
352
ODI
they made,
history.
Chasing 349 for
Imam
victory.
and Babar going
Babar.
hammer
Talking
and
about
tongue.
Babar, we've done a video.
Yes.
If you haven't check that video out, do it now.
Bapaditya complimented you for that.
Bapa Ditya.
Yes.
Thank you, Bapa Ditya. Sorry, you missed your comment. We did a what do you call? A imaginary
What if?
scenario we
What
created.
if
What if
video.
imaginary scenario, which was if that was based on Shoaib Akhtar's comment where he said
Yeah.
Babar Azam would have got for 15 crore, we said, is it true? Let's test it. And so
Yeah.
we tested it out.
But surprising from a lot of Pakistani fans, they valued Shadab Khan more than Rizwan or Shaheen in many cases. I read a lot of comments that
No, I'll tell you what.
You read the abuses also
Shadab. We also got the
best
abuse,
comment was, I mean, I'm unsubscribing. One of the comments said, it's not an airport where you have to announce it. So yes, reading the comments was fun. Abuse, praise, analytical, all
Whatever.
taken in the stride.
Oh, one change for KKR, by the way. Sheldon Jackson is not playing and they've gotten Shivam Mavi. They've gotten the
so the
extra
overseas option
So
is
they've-
dimmed.
They have gotten the extra seamer.
Andre is playing.
Okay,
Andre
so
will play.
let's go through the playing 11, okay? Let's start with Kolkata Knight Riders. You send in your comments, we'll try and take that as well.
Yes.
So Kolkata has got Ajinkya Rahane, Venkatesh Iyer, no surprise. Let's talk about Venkatesh Iyer, and this is a thought that I had this morning. I also addressed it during my Q&A, that Venkatesh Iyer had an outstanding IPL last time around.
Yes.
This time hasn't fired in the first two games. I wonder whether the whole Indian team scenario, where they've now asked him, you got to bat in the middle order. He did it for his domestic side in domestic cricket in
Yes.
India too. That probably has confused him because you're trying to change your style of play, trying to get into different condition. Is that, and I was thinking, is that a reason why he's not firing? And I couldn't.
What is
reach a-
Venkatesh Iyer's position?
No,
That is
for
one
his franchise. It's an opener.
opener.
For the Indian team, 6-7 is where
Yeah,
he's
because he
auditioning for.
struggled in that series against New
Yeah.
Zealand.
He's auditioning for that. So
yeah.
I don't know.
So Venki, by the way, next
don't
door neighbor, Indore. I'm from Bhopal, so he's Indore born.
Oh, I thought really next door neighbor. Like
What
you're,
man? I actually thought he's gonna say he lives right next to my house or something.
By the way, it's from
You're Surma Bhopali.
yes, Anurag's hometown. He's from Anurag's hometown.
Anurag, our producer here
Yes.
from Indore. I've been to Indore. One of my aunts stays there. Lovely,
Lovely.
food.
Same.
Lovely
one of my
food,
aunts
yes.
stays there as well.
Lovely. So you're all next.
I
door
love the
neighbors.
namkeens, man.
Yeah.
I was talking to him yesterday only. I was telling him ki next time you go home, get me that green moong ki dal
Yes.
that you get. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Indore has its own cuisine also. They have something which is a bun omelette. They call it something else. What do you call that bun omelette? Which is it's some Benjo.
Benjo.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the
Benjo.
first time I'm hearing of this.
Benjo.
It sounds very
It's their own
interesting.
dish.
I'm vegetarian, but I'm aware about that.
But how different it is from normal bread omelette or
It's
something?
kind of like that. It's just like they add a lot of
It's
butter
much more
and fry
fluffier.
it, and that's it.
Much more fluffier.
So it's quite like.
So yes,
Now
again
I'm hungry. I'm hungry actually.
So am I.
left-right combination again.
I have namkeen also, but I'm not eating it because
Yeah.
then it'll make that.
Yeah,
I know.
right
we
now,
could
right
have
now.
arranged for
Show us
popcorn.
the team, please, Shivam.
So only one change for.
So yeah, we are going one by one.
Yeah.
Okay, so we spoke about the openers of Kolkata Knight Riders. Ajinkya Rahane fired in the first game, not quite good in the second game.
Yes.
Venkatesh Iyer really needs to fire 2 games without getting too many
Yes.
runs. Nitish Rana, Shreyas Iyer. People have been arguing what is the best batting position for Shreyas Iyer. One game he's batted at 3, one game he's batted at 4. And one game he was successful, the other not. I think when he batted at 4, he got good runs, not at 3. But I think it's more than his batting position. I think they will decide depending on who gets out.
Yes.
If Rahane gets out, then Shreyas Iyer walks in. If Venkatesh Iyer gets out, then Nitish Rana
Nitish
comes
Rana
in because lefty for a lefty, righty for a righty.
But that first game did not have this.
Yeah.
The
He batted number 4
Four.
first game and batted number 3 second game.
Yes, because they pushed.
No, but number 3 in the second game, it was Venkatesh Iyer who got out na first. Ajinkya Rahane got out second. So
Yes.
So when Venkatesh Iyer got out, this guy still came. Shreyas
But he
Iyer.
batted 3 in one game and 4 in
Yeah,
one.
but I'm saying
But it wasn't a left-right.
it's
line.
not a left-right thing for them. I don't know. It's like भाई अभी तू चले जा, भाई अभी मैं चले जाता हूँ. Something on those lines.
Like your local game.
Yeah.
Went in the morning.
Must have been some thought process behind it. We just
How
don't
many
know.
runs did you make, or what did you do in the morning game?
I took a fantastic catch that everybody is
That's it.
raving about. No, I took 2 wickets also. I bowled really
Very
well.
nice.
I bowled really well.
You're a
even though
spinner or
no,
a
I'm
pacer?
I'm a medium pacer.
Medium pace.
But
Got to use these shoulders.
unfortunately, you didn't give Saranch any.
Yeah. No, see my fingers. There's a difference because this entire area is swollen.
Lovely.
I took a brilliant tumbling catch, and I remember somebody pointing out, even though I'm not saying, like, I'm not, sort of, forget about it. I'm just saying that I took a brilliant catch where like Shubman Gill.
How many times will you say I took a brilliant catch?
No, listen now. So I ran back from mid-on and I thought I'm not going to get there. I held on to it and then I tumbled some 4 times.
Wow.
It was not caught on camera. The celebrations were caught on camera and everybody is just like jumping on me because nobody expected me to take the catch. But somehow I did.
Okay. So 3-4 Shreyas Iyer, as we said, I think he
Yes.
got runs when he batted at 4, no runs at 3. Does that make a difference? We'll find out today. Sam Billings he has been batting there. He's your wicket keeper. Andre Russell is in the team, so any
Yes.
doubts about his fitness, they've been put to rest. He is going to be playing. I hope he doesn't bat at number 8 for starter.
If they need a boost in the 15 overs with Kolkata just 100 for 2, he'll be pushed up the order. He
No,
has
but even if the wickets fall, there's no point putting Sunil Narine in.
No.
Better suited to have
Better
Andre
suited,
Russell.
yes.
I don't know.
Better suited, but we don't know what's the think tank thinking on the line because you never think that Andre Russell, player of his caliber, would come at number 8. But they kept pushing him down the order in that last game. And even though he came out, he was still their highest scorer, by the way. Scored 25 runs.
And that Narine experiment of sending him up also didn't work.
Yes.
So I don't know. The bowling is looking outstanding. Tim
Yes.
Saudi, Umesh Yadav were outstanding in the previous game. Shivam Mavi played the first game, was a bit
Yeah.
expensive. Didn't play the next game, but now he is back. And Varun Chakravarti is there, who had a good first game and not so good.
No, but I don't think Russell is bowling this game. They are only
That's
playing
why
him
they've
as a
gone with
batsman.
Shivam Mavi.
They are
Shivam
only
Mavi,
playing
yes.
him as a
Yeah,
batsman.
that
again.
could be the reason, as
Yes.
Siddhant points out.
Yeah, so 3 pacers and
Who's gone out? Then
only
Sheldon Jackson has gone out.
so then Billings
Billings will keep
Billings
the
will
wicket.
actually that makes sense.
Yeah.
Even we were discussing earlier,
Yeah.
Billings could have kept earlier.
But everybody has been raving about Sheldon Jackson's keeping. He was actually very good in the past.
No,
2
he
games.
was. He was very
And they're gonna maybe miss it. But Billings also is a very good keeper.
Yep.
Very good
Sure
keeper.
enough. So yeah, that's sorted. Sheldon Jackson goes out and Shivam Mavi comes in. And as Siddhant points out, I think that's an interesting observation that Andre Russell may not bowl.
May not bowl.
So they're using him just as a pure batsman. That's
Yes.
why they needed that extra bowler. And so Shivam Mavi comes in. Okay then.
Punjab King.
The,
Punjab.
the favorites to win this game? Punjab
Yes.
Kings?
Punjab
Let's
Kings,
turn our
yes. But they are now batting first. So we don't know anymore.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know anymore.
I know.
It's just that every time somebody decides to win the toss and they opt to bowl, you know they have got an 80% chance of winning the
Winning,
game.
yeah.
See again, Kagiso Rabada and Rahul Chahar. 8 overs of assured class. But the remaining 12 overs,
Boss, Rahul
Harpreet
Chahar-
Brar, Arshdeep Singh.
No, but Arshdeep is a good bowler.
Yeah.
Arshdeep was good
Arshdeep was good in the first game also.
Just because he's not a famous cricketer,
Yeah. What is this? What is this, Sidvi?
So I'm
Is
gonna,
it?
I'm
No,
gonna
he,
look
he. That is why he was retained. He's
at, okay, let me
actually
ask a
very
few
good.
questions. Raj Bawa lucky to get another
Yes,
game.
very lucky, yeah.
No, I don't think
They
so.
didn't even bowl him. That
I
time.
don't think so. He's lucky.
What
I
else is
think they
They want to give him an extended run because it's just 2 games.
they must have seen something in him.
Yeah.
Of
Of course.
Also, he was for me. He was India's best all-round cricketer at the under-19 World Cup.
Again, I keep saying it. Under
But it's
19 World
different.
Cup, yeah.
It's different. I agree. But
No, I
somewhere,
hope he succeeds.
But somewhere you have to start, right? Ravindra Jadeja and Virat Kohli also start with the respective
Yeah.
IPL
No,
teams.
it'll take time.
So Raj
Yeah.
Bawa, I'm saying it's not like he's gonna be your main batsman or a main bowler, but he is at that spot where like players like Ayush Badoni excelled yesterday.
Yes.
We saw him doing so well. Raj Bawa, you never know. Maybe gets those 20 odd runs.
Who will be
that
the
they need
5th
in
bowler
match.
for Punjab?
Well, there are too many options. So there's
Yeah.
Kagiso Rabada, Rahul Chahar, Harpreet Brar, Arshdeep Singh, Raj Bawa can bowl, Odion Smith can
can
bowl,
bowl.
Liam Livingston
and
can
Liam
bowl.
Livingston.
Liam
So they
Livingston.
have 7 options.
7 options.
You're asking who's the 5th bowler?
So it will be.
By the way, fantasy time, guys. Come on, make your team on games.
Yeah, if you haven't made your team on games, you quickly do it now. There's
I'm
still
thinking of making
20
Liam Livingston my captain just
20
to take
minutes
a
to
punt
go.
in
Yeah.
one of my teams.
Exactly. So yeah, it will be a combination of Livingston, Odion, and maybe yeah, those two sharing the 5th bowling slot.
Livingston and Odion may bowl his entire quota.
Entire quota.
Yeah, he see.
So you got Rahul Chahal will bowl full, Rabada will bowl
Yes.
full, Arshdeep will bowl,
Bowl
full.
full,
So it's
Harpreet
3
Brar
done.
also.
Now, so between Harpreet Brar, Livingston,
Odion.
Odion will also bowl. So that's
I
4 done. So now between Harpreet and Livingston, you may have the 5th bowler.
Raj
and
Bawa.
bring in Raj Bawa, not at all. You may. Even I don't think you need to.
Yeah.
I think those 4, Odion will bowl full 4, Kagiso.
I think it will
Rahul
depend
Chahar,
on how they go
Arshdeep.
about the bowling.
Yeah. But those 4 most likely will bowl their 4 overs.
Yes, but the KKR bowling looks far more potent.
Yeah, like Shivam Mavi who went for a lot of runs. Varun
Yeah.
Chakravarti who went for a lot of runs last match.
Yeah.
Then
But Saudi-
Andre Russell is not bowling. Saudi and Umesh
Nareen?
and Naren.
Narine was outstanding in the
Three.
previous game. Yeah,
Three.
12.
Yeah, but the thing with KKR has been that both games the batting hasn't done anything.
Hasn't clicked. That's the problem. Yeah.
Hasn't done anything.
Exactly.
So
that's
no,
the-
so Punjab's openers Mayank Agarwal, Shikhar Dhawan, I think one of the best openers
yes.
in this IPL. Then you will have Livingston and Rajapakse. Maybe they may interchange. Again, that lefty righty
Yeah.
thing they will do. If Mayank gets out, then Livingston comes in, and if Shikhar gets out, then Rajapaksa comes in. Shahrukh, I think, is a bit higher in the batting order, right? Raj Baba may come before.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't
Maybe.
know. Depending if
In that 205 chase, I think he came after
Below.
Raj Baba.
Yes.
He was, I think, number 7. Shah
Yeah,
Rukh.
but I think Shah Rukh Khan should bat where he is.
Again, depending on the situation.
No, that is at number 5 you're saying.
Number 5, yeah, number 5 or 6 is more suitable for him because he gets that much, a little bit of more time than
Yeah.
you usually get
Odean
when you're
Smith is
finishing.
a floater because
Odean Smith will come
Yeah.
right towards the end. Like if you need somebody to hit some 20 odd runs or 10 balls, you'll send him.
I think you'll send him high. If you've got a great start, then you'll send him higher. If you've
Yeah.
had a bad start, then you keep saving him to just come
Yes,
towards the
yes,
end. I think
yes,
that will
yes.
be the approach. Arshdeep, Harpreet Barar
Barar.
was that weak link.
He
last
can
game.
hit, but he can
But he
still
can
bat.
hit. Yeah,
he
yeah,
can still
yeah,
bat.
he's a decent bat.
Indeed.
But he is bowling.
Even
like a lot.
Rabada can bat, boss. Like the entire team can bat except
Till number
Rahul.
10.
Number 10.
Rahul Chair also is not that bad.
Yeah.
All
Decent.
11 can bat then.
No, till 10 though decent bat.
No,
Yeah.
till 10 you have seen them bat.
But that's why I
Rahul
picked
Chair we
them.
haven't seen much of. But,
That's why I picked them as
boss,
our
what a team this
top
looks
4
like.
team. Yeah, picked
Seriously?
them as our
And
top
there's
4
no
team for a
Johnny
reason.
Bairstow yet.
Yeah. Bairstow, I think, will be available for the Chennai game.
I think so. Rajpaksa will go out whenever Bairstow is back.
Yeah.
Bairstow is
So
available.
Bairstow at 4 rather than this normal opening position.
No, Bairstow never opens in T20s. Also, it's Jason Roy and Josh Butler.
No, but then didn't he open with David Warner?
At
Sunrisers.
SRH, but I'm saying internationally, it is always Jason Roy and Josh Butler.
Let's try and take a
the
few
designated
questions.
opening
Okay,
partners.
we've got Ashirvad Kundu. He says, "What are your thoughts about Gautam Gambhir as mentor, Naren, Russell, Saini, and now Badoni?" I'll tell you one thing. Naren and Russell, I think they were pretty much known internationally, so I don't know how much of a role he's played in them. But Saini, yes, I know he fought for him in Delhi.
Yes.
Nobody was keen to have him here. He fought for him. He said no, he has to play. Look how well he's done. In fact, I know for a lot of Ankit Rajput also he fought for.
Yeah.
He's a UP bowler, but when he was with KKR and all of these players give their best for him. Badoni, we know, is someone that no IPL team was looking at. But I think Vijay Dahiya has also played a part, who has worked closely with Gautam Gambhir at KKR.
KKR also.
And because Vijay Dahiya looks at a lot of local cricket in Delhi,
Yeah.
he played that role in Badoni, also going there. Badoni also comes from the Tarak Sinha Academy, I
Sonnet,
think. Yeah,
right?
Sonnet Club.
Yeah.
A lot of other India players have come. Ashish Nehra has come from there.
Rishabh Pant.
Rishabh Pant is from there. Then you had Raman Lamba come from there. Akash Chopra,
Akash Chopra,
comes from
yes.
there. So a lot of India players come from that academy, the Sonnet Club. Tarak
But
Sinha,
even-
the late Tarak Sinha.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But even then, Badoni didn't have a good run even in Sonnet. He had to fight.
Yeah.
It was a really uphill battle because he was not getting the attention. And
Yeah.
if you don't get attention in Sonnet, where are you going to go then in Delhi?
Yeah. Sonnet, a tough guy. I played a match against them, much older, youngish team of Sonnet
Yep.
at their ground in the Venkateshwara College.
Venkateshwara College. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the young guys were sledging me, but I took my time and then I backed them for 2 sixes
Wow.
and then they were okay. But we lost the match, it went very close.
Yes.
Okay, study motto. Hello, Mark Waugh.
Hello.
Now you know
Hello.
what Mark Waugh is?
Yes.
Okay. He says, do you think Dew is making more predictable results? And he
Yes.
says KKR is going to come hard in this match. On both counts, you're right.
yes.
KKR will come hard. But I still think Punjab are the favourite. in this
KKR
match.
anyway have a mental edge over Punjab Kings. Because if you have a look,
1910.
19-10, 19
19-10.
matches that KKR have won against Punjab is the most that they have won against any
Can we go to the
franchisee.
chat, please, Shivam? Yeah, that is. You know what I'm actually looking forward to, which I read also. We're talking about youngster. I'm actually looking forward to Andre Russell
Yes.
and Chota Andre Russell, which is Odean Smith.
Odean Smith, yes.
So they both come from Jamaica,
Yep.
and Odean Smith has quite often said that he's my guru. He's modelled himself on Andre Russell. In fact, he was apparently the net bowler with KKR last season while Andre Russell was there. He was
Yes.
bowling in the nets. Now he's getting a chance to bowl against him. And the most interesting bit is the stat in T20 cricket. Have you seen between Odean Smith and Andre Russell? So Odean has bowled 13 balls to Andre Russell in T20s in franchise cricket and has got him out twice in those 13 balls, given away just 8 runs.
Wow.
So
Well
when
bowled,
Andre
yeah, well
Russell
bowled,
comes,
well bowled.
Thank
Odean
you,
Smith.
Odean Smith.
Odean Smith.
if you don't know why we're referring to him as Odean Smith, you have to go and check out our video from last evening. So Odean Smith has Andre Russell's number.
Yes.
Both Jamaicans.
Indeed.
So when Andre Russell comes,
But
Punjab Kings, I hope you've
Again,
heard
again a
attention to
rematch of Kagiso Rabada and Andre Russell potentially.
Ah,
But
yeah.
we think that Rabada has got the wood over Russell. No, 79 runs
Yeah, he's
Russell
backed
has
him.
hit. But that one dismissal was a beauty. That Yorker that he bowled in that super over to Russell.
Yeah.
2019 KKR
Correct,
versus DC.
correct.
What a match that was. And that Yorker, one of the best. Blueprint of how to bowl a Yorker. And KKR, as I said, have the mental edge. 19 matches against Punjab Kings. That's the most that they have won against any franchisee in the history of the IPL. Most. When they play Mumbai Indians, that stat reverses dramatically. But yes, and they have hurt Punjab Kings at crucial times. Whenever Punjab Kings have looked to go for the playoff stages, KKR have always hurt them. Even in the final 2014, KKR have hurt them.
Professor, you should have been a professor only.
Yeah. But again, that 2020 match, Narayan defending 13 runs, Maxwell couldn't hit a 6, lost by 2 runs. In that entire season, Maxwell didn't hit a single 6.
Okay, another question. Aryan Natani says, by adding 2 teams, frequency of the matches the team has widened. Mumbai last played a week ago. Is it good or bad? I think it's good because I've spoken to a lot of players and the biggest grouse has been of most players is, they says that IPL matches don't tire us. It's the traveling during the IPL that
yes.
tires us. Now, luckily, because they are playing in one city, 1.5 city, I'm saying, because the Pune ground is also on the outskirts,
Yes.
almost, equal distance from the middle of Pune or from Bombay if you have to reach
Yes,
Gahunje
yes.
Stadium.
Gahunje.
So, so that traveling has reduced, and if the gap has increased, it helps. Yeah, players need to rejuvenate. It needs time to spend. So, I think it's good. The one thing I also saw common people saying that because of these 10 teams, the quality has dipped. But I'm actually liking it because
Yes.
that's giving a lot of chance to Indian youngsters. And Badoni may not have got a
Bigger
chance.
pool
if
of
you're
players,
Absolutely.
definitely.
Yeah, who would have given a chance? Chaudhary was bowling for CSK. Wouldn't
Tushar
have got a chance.
Deshpande.
Yeah, so I mean, I would prefer if you have 10 teams. So
Yeah.
that's good.
And I think now, I mean, the experiment which I observe is in 2011 we had 10 teams.
Yeah.
But I think the core of the Indian team was already settled. You had Rohit, you had Virat. So that is why not many youngsters could dream of coming into that. But now, with them just about starting to fade away, who knows, by 2023 onwards, you may have a lot more youngsters trying to make a mark. And anyway, you have got a problem of plenty, both in the batting and the bowling.
True.
In the Indian cricket scenario. So this might be different from 2011.
Okay, Shashank Shukla says Deepak Hooda gets an upper hand over Shah Rukh Khan because of his bowling. What do you think? But I think he does. Not every time if the Indian team use Deepak Hooda's bowling.
Yes.
And the other thing is again, the primary role is going to be, if you get, let's say if Hardik is good enough and he's going to play, he'll do that all-rounder. You may still need a big hitter at number 6, 7. And in that case, you will go with a guy who's going to finish games more consistently. I know Deepak's also having a good time, so is Shah Rukh. So let the competition be there. Let the better man find a spot.
Maybe if India play
Bowling
an
may not
ICC
count.
events in the subcontinent, maybe Deepak Hooda might be considered. If they're playing the subcontinent. Maybe for Australia, Shah Rukh Khan is your ultimate.
No, but I'm saying
in case what?
if Shah Rukh emerges to be so much better at big hitting and far more accomplished at finishing games, then he'll get the edge. I don't think then the bowling really comes into play.
Yes.
But it's good competition to have.
Absolutely.
Like it will give
There's
I'm sure
Venkatesh
there are
Iyer.
others. I'm sure there are
Venkatesh
others
Iyer.
also.
Yeah.
Venkatesh
There
Iyer.
is Hardik Pandya.
Exactly. Oof. All the best on being a selector now.
No, sometimes the players make it very easy for the selectors by not performing.
Exactly.
So then it makes it very easy.
Yeah, problem of plenty.
Okay, the Archistic says, can Odean Smith and Sunil Narayan be used as pinch hitters for their respective teams? Sunil Narayan has been used
So many
multiple
times.
times. And I think I felt that KKR had decided finally last season that no, that's not the way to go and let him back lower down the order because that he he fails more often than he succeeds. Let me put it that way.
Right.
But he came into this IPL on the back of some good batting form from Bangladesh Premier League.
Yep.
However, as we've discussed earlier,
It does not matter.
Huge gap
It does not matter.
between
Indeed.
Bangladesh Premier League
And the IPL.
Indian
Premier
Premier
League.
League. So should you take that into consideration? No, if you ask me personally, I think lower down the order. What do you think?
Best.
Better?
I agree. I think
Because-
they tried it for far too long,
Yeah.
this experiment. One season you would have 2 matches where he would succeed, but 6 times they'd struggle. Somebody would have to chip in, and it
Yeah.
puts more pressure on the middle order.
Yeah.
So why not have somebody who's more consistent?
Have a
like
proper-
how Venkatesh Iyer batted last time around.
Yeah.
Having him at the top of the order helps more than having somebody like a Sunil Narayan there.
Completely.
Yes, indeed. But again, before this match begins, if anybody has a look at the points table, it's a very historic points table. Why?
Siri, tell us.
Hitting Chennai Super Kings 8th, Mumbai Indians 9th, Sunrisers Hyderabad 10th. These 3 teams have won 10 out of the last 15 IPL titles.
Ooh,
10 out of 15. Mumbai 5, Chennai 4, SRH 1.
8, 9,
Yeah.
10.
So KKR 2, Rajasthan Royals
KKR are at least in the top half.
half.
Top
Yeah.
half. And Rajasthan have won.
Won't it be fun if KKR also joins them and like 4 of them?
Exactly.
Like,
So, is
one
this-
successful IPL team.
Is this season going
You
to
should
be...
hope Saransh is not listening to you.
Saransh doesn't listen to
I
us.
am-
He has many other things to do.
I just hope
I
that...
wish he would listen to us more often.
In a way, I hope this IPL is for the teams that have not won the IPL the most number of times. In a way.
Yeah.
Maybe Delhi Capitals, maybe
let
Punjab
it be a
Kings.
first time winner.
Let that be a first
That'll
time
be
winner,
fun.
yes.
That'll be fun.
That'll be really
It'll
fun.
be really good to
He's
watch
enjoying
also.
it, Lucknow fan.
Because
No,
He's saying, yeah, that'll be fun.
No, that'll be fun simply because we know every time these teams win.
in the
so-
back of your mind, which was the side, apart from Rajasthan, that you considered was the most, okay, out of the blue they just won. You can't think beyond
No, just
CSK and
Rajasthan.
MI. No, Deccan. Why not Deccan Chargers? Now the defunct Deccan Chargers.
No, but I'll tell you what, 2008, Deccan Chargers and Royal Challengers Bangalore was 7th and 8th.
Wooden Spoon and
Wooden Spoon, yeah, both of them. Next season, they were 1 and 2.
Exactly.
2009. It was, and I used to be a big RCB fan. I remember how disappointed I was when Anil Kumble, I don't know what happened to Thappa, went to ask Anil Kumble something, and Anil Kumble was pissed at him.
No, you're talking about that game.
Final, I'm talking about the final.
Not final.
There's
in
a final.
In the CSK match,
Don't mess with Siri.
in the CSK game, I think there was a no ball. Okay. Balchandra Akil took the catch of Murli Vijay. Some expletive he said in Kannada, Anil Kumble. I think it was some Nanmagane. I am not going to go into the
But you
details
know
of that.
now what a lot of
Yeah,
players
I
say.
can really understand what he said before also, but I don't want to say it
So,
out loud.
2 gentlemen who were playing alongside Anil Kumble, Yuvraj Singh and Mohammad Kaif, I interviewed them a few times. They used to say this, that Anil Kumble was a fast bowler in the guise of a spinner. He
Yes.
said, everyone else you could do anything. If you can take 10 good catches, field really well. One thing you miss on his bowling.
Oh, he
you
goes
had-
ballistic.
So he's like, and he's like, he used to expect us to stop everything. So sometimes the ball is like 10 meters away. Also, like, Anil bhai, itna dur hai, main kaise roka? No, you should have died.
Kumble himself, I think, was a decentish fielder. I think he was not.
No, he wasn't a great fielder.
Yeah.
A great bowler.
No,
though.
man.
One of the biggest match winners India's ever had.
Greatest,
Probably.
yes.
One of, I really think he probably doesn't
Yeah,
get
yeah,
discussed that often,
He
but
should, he
he
should.
won us a lot of games.
Test
Lot of
match,
games.
test match cricket.
He used to
I
get the
think-
tail out so quickly that we miss
Nowadays,
these days.
yes.
These days we miss it.
And
Okay.
one of the few people in RCB to have taken a 5-wicket haul for crying out loud. You're not gone
I used to
beyond
love
that.
RCB of that time. Rahul Dravid was there, Anil Kumble was there, players like Robin Uttama, who I am a fan of. They were there, and
But
yet
it would
they-
win nothing.
They still did not
They
win.
won final.
Look at the 2008 squad. It was a test squad.
No, Wasim Jafar, Jack Kale, Shivnarayan Chanderpaul,
Okay.
Misbah ul Haq.
One more RCB
I
troll
remember
moment.
it all, guys.
Yeah.
I remember it.
I remember
Give him
one
the
more
chance. The CSK fan loves to have a
RCB
go.
troll moment. 222. Ashok Dindas bowling to Wasim Jafar. What does Wasim Jafar do? Shoulders arms. Wasn't that
Which game they needed 51 of 33 balls and they had so many wickets in hand and then they lost that game also.
Exactly.
I was like,
So you love them.
I really liked that side. I was so disappointed when they finished
You better
7th.
get yourself tested. Despite all of this, you're pointing it out yourself. You became their fan.
So I was their fan from the beginning itself and I was
He
their
liked-
fan since Rahul
He liked test cricket.
Rahul Dravid was
Ah,
there.
he liked
I
Rahul
liked
Dravid.
I liked Rahul Dravid, guys.
Misbah,
I-
Chandarpal, Jafar. Wow, what a test team.
Jack
Brilliant.
Callis.
Jack Callis.
They would have won the World Test Championship.
Exactly.
They could have.
ICC World 11
For sure.
would have won the
They
World
would have won the Test Championship.
Harsh Patel, not Harshal, but Harsh Patel, says that very nice conversations. I love the way
Thank
you guys are
you.
conducting your show. Thank you so much, Harshal. Then Aryan is saying over
because
8
I
has
was
been a
just being
big
trolled.
Mazrat. That's true actually, over
Oh.
8. 12 lakh is what you find.
And the second game is 24. The
No,
third
but they keep doing this.
yeah.
Like I don't know how there should be more penalties in place so that they bowl their overs faster.
By the way, Aryan, 2028 cricket has been proposed as part of the Olympics in
Yes,
Los
they'll
Angeles.
have to do something about
But whether it will be T10 or T20, we don't know.
We don't know. Akash Jadhav says
T20.
mystery of Varun Chakravarti. He's an overhyped bowler. He's saying just like Vijay Shankar's long hand in World Cup.
Wow, come on. That's
A bit
not
harsh.
fair.
Yeah,
That's not
Akash
fair.
Jadhav, bit harsh. He had a
Yeah.
good first game. He was outstanding last season. Yeah. Yes, didn't have a great T20 World Cup, but
No,
I think it's
No,
not
but
his fault.
his form has gone down.
I think it's
Like
that
from what he was.
No, so
as
how
a
do you
player
last
to-
T20? Last IPL he was one of the standout
Yeah.
performers. Took them to the
No,
final.
I think
Last IPL,
yeah.
last IPL?
yeah.
Vijay Shankar.
Not Vijay Shankar. We're talking about Varun Chakravarti.
Varun
Varun
He's
Chakravarti.
comparing him to Vijay
I just
Shankar.
thought either Vijay Shankar.
No, but I
like-
think the constant injuries and that lack of
No, no.
clearance of the yo-yo test might have impacted his confidence, Varun Chakravarti, because
Maybe.
he can bowl well. He's not a bad bowler. But again, in IPL, how much can you sustain a mystery? We
I'll
don't
give you an
know with all
example.
video
Last game he gave away 33 runs,
Yeah.
4 overs, 33 runs. In those 33 runs, you would see that he got hit for 5 or 6 boundaries, and the rest were dot balls. So with him, I think so. Batsmen just take their chance and sometimes come off, or they were just not able to hit him for even a single. That's what happened with him, and I think he's a good bowler. And credit where credit is due, he was retained by KKR
that's
for a
what-
reason.
that's what I'm saying.
They believe
Akash-
in him, and KKR doesn't retain player just like that. They retain players who they think can be with them for a number of years. We have seen that with Andre Russell. We have seen that with Sunil Narine.
Gautam Gambhir.
Gautam Gambhir was there for a long time. So I really don't see Varun Chakravarti.
Okay, the match is about to
going
start.
away.
On
Yes.
that note, we'll
Score
bid you
predictions?
goodbye. Score predictions, karo. Before that, Gamesy. Don't
Yes.
forget to download the
Link in the
Gamesy app.
description.
Yes,
I made
and you
Livingston
stand a chance
my
to win up
captain
to
one of the side.
5 crore in
That's
prize money daily. We'll see you in the middle of the innings also at the end of the game. Score prediction for Punjab Kings.
180.
What about you?
170 because it's Wankhede, not many
not
high
high
scores.
scoring games till now. I'll go with 185.
180. Because the fresh pitch, we don't know how.
ஹாய் காய்ஸ் வெல்கம் பேக் டு தி சேனல் வெல்கம் டு 90s ட்ரெண்டிங் மக்களே ஹாய் எல்லாரும் நலமா சவுண்டு கரெக்டாக கேட்குதா கெஸ் சவுண்டு கரெக்டாக கேட்டால் ஒரு கமெண்ட் மட்டும் அடிச்சு விட்ருங்க ஹாய் 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 யார் அருள் ஹாய் ப்ரோ சக்திவேல் ஹாய் ப்ரோ தர்ஷிகா கிரிகாலன் மேஜிக் ஷோ ஹாய் ப்ரோ ஹாய் மாஸ்டர் அஜித் ப்ரோ ஹாய் ப்ரோ முத்துமதி ஹாய் ஹாய் தலைவா ஹாய் ஹாய் ரஞ்சித் வரதன் ப்ரோ ஹாய் முகமது ப்ரோ எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு ஹாய் சவுண்டு கரெக்டாக கேட்குதா கைஸ் சவுண்டு கரெக்டாக கேட்டால் ஒன்று ஓகே சொல்லிடுங்க நம்ம லைவை தொடங்கி விட்டுடலாம் ஓகே 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 ஹாய் 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 ஓ ஓட சப்போர்ட் வேற லெவல் வெறித்தனம் தேங்க்யூ ஸோ மச் ஃபார் யுவர் லவ் அண்ட் சப்போர்ட்டு மை நேம் சொல்லுங்கள் ஹாய் ஹரி ப்ரோ வெல்கம் டு தி ஸ்ட்ரீம் ஹாய் ஃபின்ச் ப்ரோ ஓகே தலைவா வணக்கம் சாப்பிட்டீங்களா சாப்பிட்டேன் அஜய் ராம் ப்ரோ டெல் மை நேம் அஷ்ராஃப் ப்ரோ ஹாய் ப்ரோ வெல்கம் ஜோக்கர் ப்ரோ ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆஃப் ஆல் 90s ட்ரெண்டிங்கு சப்போர்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு எல்லாருக்கும் ரொம்ப ரொம்ப நன்றி கைஸ் 50k live.
First game.
It's the final countdown.